When your body feels structurally strong, when everything is centered, your emotions are different as well. And so we're going to warm up each day with that. And you'll notice, if you're not familiar with my work, that I train people, not just up here, but in here. When you put these two together, there's literally no limit to what you can experience. Because ultimately, what controls our life the most? What controls the quality of your life? You could say the government. It certainly can have an impact these days, as they've kind of infringed on business and choices trying to make things healthy, but there have been a lot of side effects. Hundreds of millions of people, according to the UN, 200 million people are going to go without food. Because one of the side effects of trying to protect against COVID and shutting things down caused places like Tanzania, where they have 80% of their income comes from tourism, they don't have money for food. So we're in a pretty intense place. But we got to start with us. Make yourself better. It's kind of like if you get on an airplane, what's the first thing they say? If we run into a problem, the oxygen mask will drop down, grab it, and put it on your child immediately. Is that what they say? No, they say put it on yourself. That sounds so selfish. But why? Because if you don't put it on yourself, you can't help your child. So we're going to start with us, and then we can start expanding, helping others. And we're already doing it. You know, in your name, 1 million people are going to have food that didn't have it before. But more importantly, when we get stronger these next 4 or 5 days, it's not just going to affect you. It's going to affect your kids, your husband, your wife, your coworkers, the people around you. You understand that this and this, the head and heart, that's where the whole game of life is played. And if we want to see what shapes our life, it's invisible forces, corny as that may sound. I mean, what affects your life the most? Things that are invisible. Radiation. Too little, we're dead. Too much, we're dead. You have to have that perfect amount that this planet of ours seems to be in this Goldilocks location, just far enough away from the sun, just close enough for life to flourish. Think about it. Electricity. Electricity, most people have no idea how it works, but they use it all the time. It's invisible. Electricity is how we're able to have this experience around the world in 195 countries right now. Electricity can be used to light up a city, or it can be used to kill somebody. So every tool, every invisible force has strengths and weaknesses. We have to learn how to use it. But the most powerful invisible force, I believe, is human emotion, right? What we do with our head and heart. Because anger, rage, love, compassion, those invisible forces shape the quality of your life more than anything else on this earth. And last night, I started reading, and I got so engaged. I think I started around 11 o'clock at night. I literally didn't stop going through your videos and your descriptions till literally 6:30 this morning. I was so touched by all of you. And there's so many people I could reach out to, but I saw this woman, Sabina Becker, if you're out there. I just want to give a shout out. If you didn't see Sabina, she's a thalidomide baby, meaning she was born with portions of arms and not the rest. She's learned how to use her feet to do everything. But the beautiful thing about her is her mindset. She is a master of her emotions. She's emotionally fit. Because she can do things with her feet most people can't do with their hands. And her mindset is, I'm one of the lucky ones because I survived, one of the few thalidomide bodies that survived. And here's how I'm living my life. You know, I want to give a shout out to Lisa, is it Kidney? Yeah, Lisa Mitchell out there in Australia. She's in a hospital bed right now. She's responding right now from having kidney cancer surgery. I want you to know we're sending love out to all of you. I mean, there's so many of you. I read about your marriages, about what's happened with your bodies, about what you've gone through and losses in your families. And it's overwhelming. So I feel a great commitment to make sure these next 5 days really make a difference for you.
Everything matters. If you take any situation and just take the word only and take the word just out of it, it changes the whole phrase. It's just a game. It's a game. It's only a job. If you feel like this isn't only a job before this interview is up, I advise you to get up and leave right now. Because there's somebody else who'll fill this seat up and take that job and turn it into a career. Be careful of those words, trap words. I'm just going to smoke one cigarette. That shows you their preparation from a mental standpoint of how weak they really are.
Of what you want, your value, and your goals.
Do you need to pressure yourself? You need to cook yourself. You need a necessity level way up here. When I wake up in the morning, I write my goals down. When I go to bed at night, I write my goals down. It's the first thing and the last thing I do every day. I've been doing that for 25 years. Here are 4 steps you must take to create the next level of success in your life. Number 1, you must get attention. You got to get attention. If you got to scream to get it, get it. What do these people have in common? Okay, there's Michael Jordan, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, Oprah, a Navy SEAL, and my mother. You know what they had in common? This. Greatness has in common immersion. They're immersed. They're immersed completely in their environment. Number 2, they're dedicated, completely dedicated. 3, they have a total commitment. Immerse yourself. Okay, you have to immerse yourself right now with reading, the right reading, audio programs, video. Find YouTube channels that are good for you. Immerse yourself with books, audio, video, daily. Okay, you hit all 3 of those where I'm reading something, listening to something, and watching something. These are completely different ways to learn. Anybody can do this, folks. Anybody can do this. This is not about a college degree. This is about massive amounts of action to get attention for yourself, your brand, your company, your products, your ideas, your dreams.
Life is really, really short. And I think that we don't value and appreciate, our freedoms and our opportunities in our life.
The universe is yours, all right? And you need to understand that.
Things are just happening, and it's because of one choice. And that's it. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking you've made all these different choices and your life is in one direction, make one different choice. Just see what it is.
The most important thing is that you have a vision, that you have a goal. Because without that vision and without that goal, again, you're drifting around and you're never going to end up anywhere. People don't become successful just by accident.
I would follow my passion. I mean, whatever turns you on. I was lucky. I found something early that turned me on. But you don't want to take a job just for the money. You don't want to take a job for an organization that you really don't feel good about, or work with people that you don't feel good about. You really want to be excited when you get out of bed every morning. Follow your... passion.
Do something you're very passionate about, and don't try to chase what is kind of the hot passion of the day.
But you know about Michael Phelps? What allowed him to be able to push beyond that moment is his rituals. Go study the guy. Most people who swim have these unbelievable workouts. He does 2 and 3 of those workout sessions a day. All the other swimmers in the beginning thought he was insane. You can overtrain, you can't do that, it's not physically possible. But he had a standard and the rituals to back it up.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. There are always going to be ups and downs, but I think it's really how you really, get back on your horse and keep going forward. And I think the biggest thing that I've always said is never give up. And I never have, and nobody ever should. If they want something bad enough, they'll get it. They have to work for it. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, but... but if you want it bad enough, they'll do whatever it takes to get there.
If you look at great athletes, for example, it's not that they were naturally talented, whether it's a Kobe or a Michael Jordan or a Federer. It was the quality of their rituals.
If you think you can make a difference, it requires commitment.
The pro goes to work, and it doesn't matter if you're sick, it doesn't matter if you have kids, it doesn't matter what you're a pro and you go to work, and that just, it puts it in your head that this is what I do.
If you don't do the work steadily every day like an athlete going to the gym and practicing, if you don't do the work, if you don't act on the ideas, if you don't integrate them, if you don't show some self-discipline, no idea will work unless you do the work.
Everyone in the world has a list of things they think they should do. I should lose weight. I should work out. I should work harder. I should. And then you know what? What changes people is when your should becomes a must. When suddenly the thing you said should happen has to happen. That's when human beings change.
Unless you take some new action, unless you start thinking some new thoughts, unless you start having some new conversation, unless you have the guts to clean out some of the things that are not working and install some of the new rituals that will work, nothing will change.
The road to success is through commitment and through the strength to drive through that commitment when it gets hard. And it is going to get hard and you're going to want to quit sometimes, but it'll be colored by who you are and more who you want to be.